G'day, Chase, Dave.
Good to see you, Bronick.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Waikato Sheds. We're here today in the mighty Waikato again, and we've got this beautiful, wonderful shed to show you today. What's special about this is that this is one of the first ones we did with steel framing, combined with portal framing. So it's part habitable, part shed. And we'd love to show you a bit more about that. But firstly, we'd like to introduce you to the guys that actually designed it all and have done a fantastic job. Guys from New Vision.
I've had New Vision for 15 years and we deal with a lot of builders, top class builders. Really enjoy working with Waikato Sheds, they do a brilliant job. Dave here does a lot of the drafting work for the sheds, so we work well together with Bronick.
Looks like we've got a few flyovers here, so let's pop inside while they're going past and have a look inside. Alright, just before we go inside, I just wanted to point out this wonderful veranda. I mean, it's been beautifully done and we've covered it on the inside so no birds can get in there, which is fantastic. But when we design a shed for a habitable space as opposed to for classic cars or for tractors or for boats, there are some other things that need to be considered. So boys, what do you guys consider when you're doing something like this for a habitable?
Well, the main thing we obviously consider is the sun, because obviously habitable, you're here more than in the shed. So in this case, we obviously faced it north, got the veranda over here so they can enjoy the veranda, and then all the living area facing north as well.
Fantastic. Before we go in, we should mention the wonderful joinery from City Glass. It's absolutely impeccable, it's all double glazed, and it's done to a really high standard, as they always do. Let's go in and have a look. Alright, after a nice little look around here, really impressed with this place. It certainly doesn't look like a shed. I'd like to have a chat to you guys about some of the design choices and why they are where they are. I mean, that kitchen is just fantastic, and the way it just flows through to the lounge is pretty impressive. So there must be a lot of things that you guys need to consider when you're designing, especially when you're limited to 70 square metres.
Yeah, it's a good question, Bronick. At the end of the day, it's a big collaboration with the client. So when clients first get in contact with us at New Vision Architecture, they mainly talk with Jason and they come up with a brief, what they're looking for, sort of the broad picture, and then after that comes to me and I start liaising with the client. So with the limitation to 70 square metres, obviously we need to come to a decision how many bedrooms you're trying to get in. The clients here, they decided to just go with a one bedroom, and they went with a walk-in wardrobe as well, good little storage area, and instead of divvying up a bathroom and a laundry, we incorporated that into one sort of larger room, with the basin actually being the tub for the washing machine and dryer. Yeah.
We've talked a little bit about how you deal with the customers. Now, there's also an awful lot of subcontractors that we've got to deal with, council, steel house, as we discussed. So how do you guys help the client deal with all of that?
Well, once we have the design confirmed, when the concept is finished and they're happy, we really take over from there. The clients don't have to worry anymore. So all the way from the concept, we go to a pricing set, so that has more drawings, more details, and that gets sent off to all the subcontractors such as Steelhouse, who do an amazing job. The combination of our pricing set and their working drawings, their shop drawings, that goes to the engineer, and then everything, portal frame shed, steel frame house, gets tied together as one package with the same engineer, so it's all nice and simple. It comes back to me, I double check everything, make sure there's no crossed wires or anything that needs fixing or tidying, which very rarely ends up happening. And then we go through to the paperwork side of things. So then we've got supporting documents and the specification, and then all of that gets put together and we submit it to council, and we deal with council for the clients. They never have to pick up the phone or send an email, nothing.
Okay, so that sounds fantastic. So effectively, you're looking after the client from the time they come to you and ask, hey, I've got an idea, right through to getting consent from the council. That's brilliant. So one-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
Waikato Shed's a new version of the one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. Love it.
Yeah.
One thing I do love about this place here is the setting of it. You know, we've got this beautiful little 70 square metre, well, it certainly doesn't look 70 square metre, it looks an awful lot bigger. And that's clearly down to your guys' design. And when it's situated, it seems to be separate from the house. And I can't think anything else but to say this is a serious asset that they've added to their property. You know, it must have added massive values. I don't know, but it must have. But the thing I do like about it is the fact that it is separate, and you know, people who come here don't feel like they're beholden to the house, which I think is a really cool idea. Was that something you guys came up with, or was that something the clients asked for?
So initially, obviously, the client come to us, and that was one of their key design briefs. Basically, were actually separate it from the main house, because if they're renting this out, they obviously don't want to be in each other's backyard. This site set up perfectly for that, because there was room over here, and we still get the north facing, and the main house still gets the north facing. Yeah, so it turned out brilliant, really.
Alright guys, thanks for sharing what you guys do and how you do it, and why you do what you do, and how you look after our clients. I think it's a great partnership, and it works really well, and I hope we can carry on doing lots more in the future. I'm sure we will. Right now, I think we should go and have a look at the shed and see how that's different to the house. So let's go on through to the shed and have a look. Just before we go in, I just wanted to point out the transition between the house and the shed. Now the house actually has cavity battens on it to comply, and the shed doesn't. But if you have a look at the shed itself, that building that we've actually built, you cannot tell any transition. Alright, let's open up the doors and have a look. Right guys, now we're in this wonderful shed. I'll show you a little bit about what we do as opposed to what you guys do. Yeah. As you can tell, it's all beautiful New Zealand steel. It's strength by design. We've got some knee braces up there, we've got an apex brace up there. We've put the girts which run horizontal, and we've put them at 1.2 centres, which means 2.4 bit of ply can go on there easily, and as you can clearly tell, it does. We've got it all over the walls. We've got 3 roller doors on here, all with beautiful motors, and they're all nice and quiet. This bay here is designed so he can put his caravan in here and park it, and so it doesn't get dirty and bird poo all over it. And the other side, he's made his own workshop. So pretty simple, and it's actually beautiful how it actually, wish we could actually see how the steel house framing combines, but it's all covered up in ply. But again, you know, the two work seamlessly together, which is fantastic.
No, that's right. I mean, we've got 2 different sets of design considerations, but both companies are considering them, you know,
yeah.
So the client gets the best outcome. It's great, it's cool to see.
Yeah. Here we are, and I truly believe this is what we would call the Kiwi dream. It's got indoor-outdoor flow, it's got beautiful windows, it's got a beautiful, cool home, as well as have this amazing shed that you can put all your toys in, or work out of. Now, we do an awful lot of plans and building in the Waikato, but we also do an awful lot out of the Waikato as well. We're quite happy to sell throughout the whole of the country, and these guys are designed to do it as well. Are there plans in other places that you've done apart from the Waikato recently?
Yeah, for sure. We're currently working with a client down in Seddon, New Plymouth, Hawke's Bay. We had a lead in Balclutha. So anywhere in New Zealand, we can deal with any council and get it all sorted out for you.
There you go, Kiwi dream. A beautiful home, beautiful shed, all combined into one, and it looks seamless. Thank you guys for coming out and seeing us today.
Cheers, Bronick. Thanks for showing us.
Thank you, and thank you for designing this amazing shed. Guys, if you've got any questions about what we've done or what we're going to do, please come talk to us, or talk to me, or talk to the team. We can sort it out for you. Subscribe and like us. Thanks so much for watching.